Hello viewers, I'm SydeLeaderRay and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll be looking at a little behind the scenes of so far of what I have created for Side Novel Episode 5. Now, excuse the camera, I know everything looking out like webcam because I don't feel like bringing out my, my other camera, so whatever. So otherwise, let's get started. Episode 4 of Side Novel have came out 3 years ago, back in April 2023, and it was a huge success, okay? 4,000 views. Thank you so much. Like, I really did not expect to have that at all, okay? Maybe I had to do something with the plot or the improved consistent models and animation or whatever. I was kind of cheated in Vegas, trying doing what they do on in there. So yeah, and because of that success and the way how I written episode 5, because episode 5 is fully written, obviously the script will get revised as I make the keyframes, etc., or whatever. But the plan for episode 5 is to make it as animated as possible, improve animation. I don't want to limit myself to specific already made 3D models or whatever, renders or whatever that I found on the internet, or clip I don't know, crop from the games or whatever. I want to actually draw out a lot of the character models, all right? And so far, for this particular scene, I don't mind showcasing what I have earlier because it's pretty much the exact same assets from, the teaser trailer I just released. But essentially, Mario, he's looking up. I'm trying to animate Mario looking up. I know I could use different programs such as, I don't know, Adobe Animate or a free version of that or whatever. Or, I don't know. I'm trying the best I can with all the knowledge I have, and I don't feel like learning a new program, okay? So I'm just gonna use all the knowledge I have of what I have of today and do the best I can. Thankfully, Paint.net does a good job with backgrounds and layers and everything, so I'm definitely gonna I'm definitely gonna be using that to my advantage. So yeah, so let's show you what I've done so far. Now I'm going to do commentary right on top of the sped up clip or whatever, so this you'll see it all in post-production and everything. I'm gonna do the best thing I can to get it synced up as much as possible, and I'll explain everything exactly what I'm doing and why I need to do it and etc. So otherwise, let's get started. All right, so this is the Super Mario model I've made, all right, and I need to make Mario looking. So this is what I did so far. I have made a small little Animaniac or sketch or whatever you want to call it, and I'm currently tracing the little rough draft I have done on the layer right now. So on the toppest layer, actually making the ear right here. I'm just straighten up everything. This is the most easiest way I can do it or whatever. So yeah, so I'll just go ahead and keep doing that. This part right here is very easy. All I have to do is draw the eyebrow and then just copy and paste it over there. So now I am almost finished. As you can see, I am currently just continuing with the hat, as doing the tracing, doing like a straight line and everything, and I'm just gonna proceed with the rest of the tracing. Obviously, I'm not going to follow the exact tracings of them because it's a rough draft, duh. So I'm just gonna do just do it the best I possibly can. It's very important that we have our layers labeled. Well, that too, but it's very important that we have our layers, stacked correctly. Like, as you see, I have the green screen all the way at the bottom, and yeah, just so I can know what it is I'm looking at. So yeah. See, look, we're almost finished. We're pretty much finished. So now all we're doing now is, you know, erasing all the extra lines and stuff like that. And then we'll just, you know, that way we can get ready for coloring. So we just go and erase it from his nose, and even erase it from, you know, just little extra spots or whatever. Clean up, you know, any extra, you know, whatever you call it, so whatever extra pixels or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And then just, there you go. Just keep fill it in, and then clean it up. Now, next up, the colors. I believe that's next. So now we're getting the colors now. So I should have had these colors set already, but I decided to actually, you know, pick them from here. You know, just steal the colors from the actual model itself, the previous model to be exact, because this is the current model of Mario Staring. So I'm just getting the colors one by one. I could just simply use the colors directly from there, but I decided to just do it that way at this point. But yeah, I have not animated as colorful or something like this before. This is my first time, but we just, you know, hope everything go right. So now the coloring part, I'm going coloring everything by just using a little color guide or whatever. So yeah, Mario skin color is done. Now I gotta keep, you know, switching between layers and everything just so I can make sure that I am coloring everything correctly, even though it's not that hard. But yeah. Just like that, we are almost done. We just got a few more things left to color in, like those, and then those little pixels matter. Those little pixels matter sometimes. So yeah, so now you can see there is indeed a model on top of each other. All those little pixels. So now the head is for the most part finished. So now I'm saving it. Now make sure you label your frame numbers and everything. So now when you look at the models themselves, you can see how they look like. Okay, at this part I have to erase the original head I had from the background. All right, and then from this part on the toppest layer, no, not the top layer, from on the original model where he's looking straight, I have to extend the lines, all right, so I can go behind the new Mario head model. So as you see, I'm currently doing that right now. I'm doing the best I can to try and, you know, make it as, you know, clean as possible. I got to do this because if I don't, the color will bleed in and make pretty much the entire thing that one color. All right, if you use MS Paint, you know for sure. All right. So now, here it is, and you will see that I close the Mario body model, all right? So then I'm just, you know, making more cleanups here and there, you know, just clean up it. See, look, here it is right there. That's the cleanup. That's the closing right there, all right? Now I color those in, and then fix in any other extra pixels, unnecessary pixels, specifically green screen pixels, because those are the ones you don't want. And I'm using, you know, I forgot what you call it, but I'm using more just, you know, painting pixels or whatever. I could use sharper pixels, but I've decided not to do that for this model. That way, when it looks, see, look, there it is, and it's just about finished. It's finished. So now Mario's head is there and ready. I don't like the eyes and the what you call it, the M on top of Mario's hat, but I think it works okay. More like I'm gonna keep the M, but his eyes I did fix, and you will see that once I have the cut. So now we are in the video editor, and I'm going to take a look at what it is, but I see there was a problem, and that problem was Mario didn't have his mouth moving, so because he's talking in the scene. So, but eventually, as you can see, I fixed it. I fixed it off camera, and I fixed the eyes on top of that. So yeah, now you see, now that's how it looked like so far with Mario with his head. So yeah, so now I gotta export those into official frames, and then I realized I made a mistake there with the naming. So then I fix it properly, name those frames, make sure you name them properly and everything. So now these are official frames now. All right. So now there you go. So now, you know, Vegas, they had a problem. So I just simply delete the old ones. So now I'm gonna replace these frames or whatever with the new version. All right. Yeah, I was watching Star Fox. So yeah. Now I'm gonna record a line. This is the line, Mario. Here it is. I'm recording a line right now. So here it is. I recorded it. It's a placeholder. It's a placeholder line. So now here it is.
Where is the rain coming from? Where is the rain coming from?
I like the second take better, so I decided to use the second take. Even though this is a placeholder line, I still made it sound okay. That way, you know, when I listen to these, whatever, I just decided, I'll just, just so it can sound decent at least, or whatever. But
where is the rain coming from?
So yeah, that's the line right there. So now I'm just gonna export that, put it in my placeholder folder, whatever, and there you go. Line 4, placeholder line is done. So now, so there's that, blah blah blah. Now put that line in.
Where is the rain coming from?
All right, it's in. Do
Where
a little bit of editing, cropping, or whatever, and then here is the result.
Where is the rain?
So now I'm gonna add the frame where Mario's mouth is open. Well, where he's looking to his left. Well, to his right, but my left. But here it is. It's a temporary line up, so that's okay. I'll leave it alone until I get the official one. Now I'm changing the background. Make sure the background lays up.
Where is the rain? Where is the rain coming?
All right, so now I'm rendering it so we can see what we have. Here is the very early dev clip sneak peek of Syde Novel Episode 5.
All kinds of thunderstorms and flying debris.
Where is the rain coming from?
Alright, now that is the final clip for, or whatever, making the little sneak peek of this dev for Syde Novel Episode 5. That's all I've made so far. I am definitely going to try and do the best thing I can to animate it. I hope you like what you watch. If you want another one, let me know in the comment section below. If you have any animation tips of where I can do it, more efficiently, hopefully I should take your advice. No, but just let me know in the comment section below. Syde Novel Episode 5 is planned to be animated at least better than Episode 4. So yeah, otherwise, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.